What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Farm Simulator, joined by David.
Hey!
And as you can see, he's back.
He's not dead anymore, yay!
Wasn't dead in the first place.
Right, so where are you going, Alan?
So I'm going to replant the rice paddies. Alan, I believe he's going to harvest field 4. That's the other thing. Alan, I wouldn't know what the last episode number Alan was here at. But let's just say things have changed quite a lot since.
Yes.
Just go on the field, Alan, if you need to.
Yeah, for crop destruction is not on this series.
Because otherwise you...
But yeah, basically, I don't think... Because we definitely didn't have that harvester when you were last here.
Oh, Alan,
No.
Stop.
We might have just about had this massive Ferguson that I'm sat in.
Yeah, we did. Okay. That's good.
Is he bagging it?
If you can get it to the field like that, try it. If not... And she's gone. It's off, innit?
And we don't have super strength anymore to put it back on with.
It's fine. Watch.
Yeah, you're not going to get the combine in there, 1 second.
Yeah, will.
That
No.
didn't... It did
I
work.
planned to come in from it. No, I was planning to come in from this end to spin it round more, because it's this end that you needed to hit, not that end.
This crop can be planted inside rice fields. This is a rice field. Do I need to I thought this was a direct drill. Do I need to rip these paddies first?
You have to rip rice paddies.
Alright, okay. Oh well, I guess I'm going ripping then.
You got
That's
it?
all I need to do.
Nearly.
You can tell he's been a while, he's a bit rusty.
I've got it.
You see what I mean? Chris is even going to use that tractor to haul for you. Honestly, he slept in that friggin' thing since we bought it. It just come up as a used. We were after more horsepower, I think it was. And it come up on the used vehicle section, and we made really good money buying a couple of potato fields.
You kind of created a traffic jam.
And what about in game?
Am I drawing this or not?
What is it?
Yeah, it produces straw, do it.
Yeah.
Because we've got a decent baler and all that, so we can just make use of it.
Yeah, but is this gonna be attached to this? Because of the way the drawbar is.
I don't see why not.
Oh no, there we go. Yeah, it just seems to be an odd little thing with the drawbar sometimes. They tend to have a bit of... If the drawbar drops on the ground too much...
I think what happens sometimes is if it drops wrong, it will actually drop. It drops the arm through the the leg that it sits on. He'll drop it through the floor.
How's the temple going? I forgot to ask that actually.
I think it's waiting on beams in it. We're getting on with it.
Yeah.
You might be a good one to actually go and have a look, because you might be able to see more than us if what's different.
I will do once I've done this field.
I think he was waiting on a lot of wood beams, so the sawmill should be producing them.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for last time I was on. That was a while ago.
It's a different set this time, don't worry. Because I've actually turned all productions on for now, because I cleared a lot of trees and ended up well overrun. So we might as well produce everything to get rid of the wood.
Have you... Yeah, at some point you will have to do a bit of...
Oh, yeah, no problem.
tidying up, because it was causing a hell of a lot of rubber banding over there.
It seemed alright to me when I went over.
Yeah, but you're on your own.
No, I mean when I went over now when I logged in.
Ah.
But we'll say what we'll do is you can get the winch, which isn't a mod thing; it is a base
No.
game thing.
Yeah, I know which one. I know what you mean.
And then we'll just have to take a tractor up, and we'll have to just winch the trees into the sell point.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, it's good to have you back, Alan. You feeling a lot better, or?
You are storing all that.
Yes.
That's what we like to hear.
Only took about 7-8 weeks, you know.
It's been something like that, hasn't it? Yeah. Like I say, we've not touched Consim. We saved that feat for you.
Yeah. That was
That's
all.
why we've got so far on this.
You have to let me know how full you are.
I'm only at 35%.
Hmm.
You don't forget that has a hell of a tank,
Oh,
does
I
that?
know it has.
That harvester.
What was that? Was that field 100? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Every field of
No,
ours should be
no, no,
100%.
it's not. Yeah, I'm getting confused. It's because it's only. This is only a small field, if you remember. Did David say something then?
I just went, yeah, but as I was doing it, I was moving my headset to scratch my ear.
Yeah. Obviously, we're waiting for 9 to grow
Basically, I think
fully
we've decided
together.
now. Yeah, 9 to go. I think we're going to get rid of the rice paddy on 8 and let that grow fully together as well.
Yeah.
I think we've decided now these 2 big rice paddies we've done.
Well, that's what I sort of said to him. I said, I think we are getting once it's we'll get harvest off it, but
We'll get the rice that's growing right now done, and then we'll delete the paddy and we'll just rip field 8 back into one big field again.
Yeah.
Thing is, we've now got the bigger equipment. You see, when we split all these fields in half, we only had that massive Ferguson harvester. Now
Yeah,
we've got
we
the
did.
big John Deere and stuff like, and the big seeders.
Hmm.
We can do the bigger fields. I mean, like I say, I've done field 1 and 2. I mean, field 1 and 2 is a frigging monster, like.
I know.
And 6 and 7 as well. I mean, in my wildest dreams, I'd cut 8, 9, and 12 into one hyperfield, but I'm pretty sure Chris wouldn't let me.
No,
I think that'd be a bit too much.
that'd be too much.
And then I'd shove potatoes on it and leave Alan to it.
Fine, give me the Colossus, not a problem. Let me lease one.
No, you won't be allowed the Colossus. You're doing it with the base game one. No, the crueler way with that one is to make you do it with the base game vegetable planter. Because that's the one where you have to pull a tractor alongside it because it can't. It's got no storage tank.
No.
No.
I think Chris, me and you are going to go on silage in this corn arm, which will be when it gets to dark green growth.
Which one's corn?
Feel free.
Yep. And then
So we'll need a silage pit by then. I can soon sort that.
obviously we're doing whatever over on 27 with the poplars.
Yeah, that's just poplars. That's just for bio baling.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think last time when you said to me when I'd said about 80 grand. 80 grand wasn't a wrapper, by the way. 80 grand was for a feed mixer.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Well, you'd said you thought I'd said a wrapper was 80 grand. I was like, no, the wrapper's out a lot cheaper than that.
Did I? I thought I was.
Yeah. Because I've bought a bale wrapper, it's now sat over at the shop.
No, I know we talked about the feed mixer because I'd said that we're going to need one.
Mm.
But we
Yeah.
need we need to let the cows water buffalo.
You guys I was doing that all last episode.
Yeah. We need to let them munch the hay.
Hmm.
I mean, we can prepare TMR, we just can't.
We've nowhere really to store it, we just dumped it on the ground, that's the only problem.
Why would it?
What would you do with it?
What, in a feed mixer?
Yeah, you'd have to sit in a feed mixer, we couldn't like produce a lot
No,
and store it.
no, that's what I mean. We just produce them and just sit it in there for now. What the fuck have you got else producing here? Oh my god. I can't get near
What's up?
pallets. Thank you. Oh, you're doing roof plates as well, are you? And
I
brakes.
just turned everything on, yeah. Well, we are getting through that many stone.
We're not.
I was trying.
We're not getting through the stones. You mean?
Well, that's what I mean. So I thought if I turn every production on, it might just eat through the stones a bit faster.
Yeah.
If you look at the stone production, it's building up and up and up.
I know.
I think the roof plates will go up to the temple anyway.
I think the temple already has as many as it'll ever need.
With what?
Roof plates.
We've never taken any up there.
We have.
No, we haven't.
I'm pretty sure we have.
No, we only took cement. We've only ever been producing cement bags.
No, we haven't. We've produced roof plates in the past.
No, we didn't.
We did.
Do you know what? There's an easy way to sort that out.
Somebody, whoever's watching the episodes, comment down below. Have we ever produced roof plates and took them up to a temple?
Oh no, there is another easy way.
What?
Yeah, hang on a second.
Go off and have a look.
Yeah.
It'll tell you in the storage.
I'm not sure what it is. I thought we had. So enough, I was wrong. My bad. There isn't any in storage. I thought we'd taken them all up. It won't take any more cement bags, which means it's got as many as it'll ever need.
Thank you very much.
It's a rarity, folks, but he was right.
I knew we hadn't. Absolutely knew we hadn't been producing the bricks or the roof plates yet. We'd only ever had the cement factory producing the cement bags.
Like I've never been away.
Well, you gone and got the wrapper from the
Yeah, I don't know why.
shop.
Don't know why you want it.
Yeah, you have.
Oh, Christ!
What did you do then?
The game nearly did what it did to us the other day. You know when it did that long pause?
Hmm.
It did that to me. And nearly,
Oh, right.
I nearly ended up in the little beck thing.
Christ.
Well, 94%.
Alright,
Ball.
1 second. I don't know where you want this, David, but it's in the yard.
Just put it into the yard for now, yeah. We know where it is.
7. We'll make it to the end of the row.
Stick your pipe out.
Buy him dinner first, at least.
Didn't even make it to the end of the road, did you?
Just a little bit.
And then once I'm full, obviously once the trailer's loaded, let me know and I'll move so you can turn. I think I've said this to you before, David. I don't understand why they put the piddly little LEDs on a combine that size.
Tell me about it. Ah, that's ironic. You know I said we need that winch for the sawmill? It's currently 150% off in the used vehicles.
Yeah, I know.
You know that means, don't you?
It's like you staged
We're
it.
having it.
Leave it there.
No, I didn't stage it. I didn't. I wish I knew how to. Well, actually, technically, I do know how to.
You do
but
know
it'd be a
how
lot
to.
of work. Yeah, but what I'd have to do is I'd have to get the XML right. So I basically have to wait for another game to create one and transplant the XML.
Why?
Because I couldn't write a used vehicle. I wouldn't know how to start.
No, you would literally buy one and sell it, and it comes up in used vehicles.
If we knew how to do the XML, I can guarantee there'd be second-hand vehicles in there, really cheap.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, look, there's 17 Fence 720s at 5 grand a piece. Who'd have thought it?
What was that, £1?
I kind of get what you mean though about the whole, you know, they don't do the sale offer things anymore.
Yeah, that actually didn't happen in 22. Going back to, I think, probably 19, you'd get like It's only put up like 10% off all John Deere or something like that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now again, we've got the used vehicles, which is great. Even better with the mods that mean you actually get a reasonable amount of them.
Yeah. Where's the alt going? Grain mill? Or silo?
Yes, grain mill fun. Straight to grain mill. But yeah, it used to be great at that. If you've been doing video and those, you get a message like, "Oh, Fent gear was 15% off."
Yeah,
Like, there goes all my money.
I used to be more New Holland though.
Hmm.
I was always John Deere.
Fight.
But then I ended up switching to Massey Ferguson when Massey Ferguson came about.
I must admit, these days when it comes to like a game, it tends to be whatever's on the used vehicle section.
Thing is, I also like the Vultures.
I do like
Valtris.
Valtra.
I think it's Valtra, Massey, and Fent are all Agco. They're all basically the same underneath.
Hmm.
You only like Valtras because you can paint them any colour you want.
There's also the risk there, changeable driving positions.
Don't some of the Fents come with that as well?
Some of the fence do.
It's just, I don't know, they just feel nice to drive in the game.
The only
I've never actually. The thing I like, especially some of the Fents as well, you can get with the fast road gearboxes in.
Yeah.
So they're not quite JCB fast track speed, but they're still like 40 mile. You get like 40 mile an hour ones.
is that your last row?
No, one more row.
You know, that's always nice, especially when you used to be on bigger maps. If you need a hauling tractor.
JCB fast tracks.
But the thing is, like in game, you don't get the real. Because like, in real life, fast tracks aren't that good for field work.
No, the haulers.
Yeah, the weight distribution is wrong. They're not great on fields, but they make up for it in road work.
Hmm.
But in game, you don't get that
No.
problem. You know, you don't. The reason you don't see fast tracks ploughing fields.
Yeah, but it's giants we're talking about here. You know.
Oh yeah.
For keeping the brands happy, but.
Like I've said, like in real life, what tractor you found by is based on one simple thing: which dealer's nearest.
Yeah.
The fact that we can buy everything from that one dealer over there.
Yeah, I know, but.
It's quite funny because actually near my dad's house, I should say now. There's a John Deere dealer.
Hmm.
It's quite funny going past now. As you go down the main road, you can see into the compound where obviously all the Part X's go.
Yeah.
Interesting to see what's been left in there at times.
Hmm.
You can see when people have obviously traded in like an old case or something, or
Seemed quite. Saw quite a bit. Ended up.
Really?
Ended up going past the what do you call it on Saturday night. Down. You know where I mean, David.
I need more information than this.
Truckhaven.
You do, because I don't.
Truckhaven.
Yeah, you're going around there, yeah.
Yeah, there's some. Definitely wasn't.
Well, the weather's been good, so they've been silaging hard at the moment.
No. There wasn't a lot of class tractors, shall we say, in there.
Yeah, I don't think they carry a lot of stock in. They don't have a lot of room in there, because I don't think they carry a huge amount of actual stock in there.
There was a. Tell you what, there was a couple of bloody stuff that looked like they'd been Part X'd. There was a case in there. Definitely was a case. And actually even a New Holland in there.
It's a head trailer first.
Alan's learned his lesson from last time.
No, because obviously where Chris has moved,
I moved it off the road to stop.
wasn't on the road.
It was. The back end was causing cars not to pass it.
I'm not going to start planting now, because we might as well,
No.
if you guys might as well skip the night.
Bear with me a minute, 'cause I wanna. Because I want to redo 1 and 2.
1 and 2 don't need redoing.
Oh no, 1 and 2 doesn't need redoing, does it?
No, 1 and 2 should start regrowing on its own. It's going to want another layer of fertilisation, but we can't do that until it starts growing
1 and 2
again.
had canola on it.
No, 1 and 2's
No,
got
1 and 2 has spinach.
Oh yeah.
7 and 8, 6 and 7 is canola.
Well, what
See, they
feels...
both look exactly the same colours on my screen.
Yeah, they do. They are very close in colour. No,
Okay, we
they
try
are
colourblind. They are very close, I agree.
They are close in colour.
It also depends what settings he's got his TV to and that.
Most TVs will be dynamic. Be vivid or dynamic colour.
I'm just that can vary because we're on monitors, they're often slightly differently.
So what is it going to be doing? Obviously that fertilisation.
1 and 2 need fertilising. My plan is 4 and 8 are both going to be ready. That's the Colossus, that's peas and green beans, which I'll get onto that. Obviously the long grain rice is what we're planting. I think we'll be able to probably mow field 9, because I think it'll all go to being fully grown.
I just need to bail off, see what I've just
Field
done.
4, well that can be done tomorrow, that needs to be baled and replanted.
Yeah.
I think that's about it. There's no tornadoes in the forecast for a little while, so all is looking good.
Could you have a combine? I guess now I've brought a combine back.
Yeah, he's way back around here.
Beautiful bit of parking.
Where
Right outside the house.
While I steal the pressure washer.
Doesn't need cleaning, I've already cleaned it.
It's just the way your character runs with it, like the stealing.
I know.
Where you skipping?
I said no vehicles out. What, 7 o'clock?
I'll do I. I don't mind. It might still be dark at 7, but... Did you didn't... Oh no. I thought Chris had denied it when he didn't start.
The only vehicles I didn't do is obviously the ones up by the stones and things like that. So
Well,
it's too far away.
that's that old white which needs servicing and everyone, we're just not bothering.
No, it's still a bit dark, but...
It's alright, we got lights.
Right, what have we done with the bailiff, Chris?
The bailiff is... Ironically, the bailiff's in camouflage colour, so you might not be able to see it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
In the
Right, not
yard.
big double camouflage. Yeah, I've seen it.
And in the yard at the end.
At the fault.
It's got about a 10 metre working width on it though, which is good.
So where was David running off to?
I've jumped back in the Colossus.
So what are we like on field states then?
4, 9.
4 and 8 are ready to harvest. Yes, 1 and 2 have started growing again, which is good to see.
9 ready to go.
Yeah, that's grass.
Yeah.
Like I said, that probably won't grow, well, won't cut it, and then we'll be able to sort of like, fully tie it together.
Right, well I'm gonna go over 1. I'm going over 1 and 2.
Just flooding the
yeah.
field.
You what?
Just flooding the rice paddy field.
Paddy. The rice paddies.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Both of them.
Don't flood the ones that haven't been planted yet.
No, I've only done the one.
Right.
I've only done the one up on 8.
The question is, I'm now doing the top of field 4. Do we want to cut this back into one field now?
Let Alan
Once Alan's bailed,
let Alan bail it and then put it back in to one field.
then just cut the middle back out and make it back into one big field again.
Why is there a thing sat on the field?
It's the long grain rice planter.
Oh, it's the Amazon.
Yeah. Because that's one of the jobs for today, so there's no point bringing it back to take it back again later. Man, it doesn't take long to do these fields with this frigging Colossus.
Hope not.
Okay. Fertilizer's re-going on
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Good, good, good. So, Alan, what did you make of the Norwich Piastri incident last weekend?
Why didn't he go to the right?
I think by the time he realised it was too late, he'd already sort of committed to that side.
You can clearly see here plenty. He had a lot of speed coming out of that corner,
Yeah.
and he should have anticipated for it a lot better.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with you. I think that's pretty much his. I think he'll look back and that's way through with the championship. I really do.
I think it's still open between the two of them, but that was a big. I mean, fair play to him for opening up, saying that, you know, it was my mistake. I screwed up, basically.
I think he's Norris has just a bit of a history doing this, so he seems to have a habit of buckling under pressure.
So does Russell, though.
So is Max. Although one thing I did love about the Canadian Grand Prix was qualifying after qualifying the interview.
Oh, and Russell said he's got more points to claim.
I did like that.
It's just a bit of tongue-in-cheek.
But as he said, you know, he even said beforehand, you know, we're good friends, and everything else. So yeah, he's got more points to play with, and anything can happen.
But did you notice how all the pictures of the film premiere, Max actually wasn't there?
Max wasn't. Do you know what?
He was sim racing, wasn't he?
I don't know if he was sim racing or if he was. In Germany.
In Germany?
I don't know if he was some. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah, the fact that he wasn't there, like the rest of the F1 world was there. Including Yuki looking like he'd borrowed a suit off his dad.
I love a bit of Yuki.
Oh right, okay. He
Go on.
He missed the premiere. Max flew back to be with his kid.
Ah, fair enough. Can't really argue with that, can you?
Nope.
That's that failed.
Nope.
How you should get off it.
Pass, I forgot to reset the thing. I think it was originally on 4 to start off with, we're now at 22. We've got a few.
Well, I say we do have an auto bail trailer still. It's the one with the big arm out the side.
Really?
We should have. Yeah, we never had a. We had the one with the. I'm sure we did.
No, we didn't.
I'm pretty sure we still have an auto bail trailer. We do. We have the Anderson room one.
No, we don't. Me and you have had this conversation, David.
Sure we did.
No.
So which one's my bell loader then?
The
The red one up by the
Nope.
chickens.
Possibly.
See that one? It's not the green Ponge one, is
Yeah,
it?
it is. Yeah, the green Ponge is the bell
Right.
trailer. Because the Anderson, if you're wondering, was the round baler.
Ah, right.
We had this conversation last
Look,
week.
I've slept since then. Look, I've slept since then. Not much, granted, but I've slept.
Tell us to stop snoring then.
That's this red one that was outside the chickens, yeah?
Green.
There should be a green one to us. Who's the green Pantai?
Well, this red one was also load bell trailer.
Try it.
Oh, the red one does it, yeah, the red one does it. Well, okay.
Yep.
Hairy muff. I mean, folks, you can't say you get your peas any fresher than this one. I'm literally delivering them in the fucking harvester.
Where are you taking them to?
Canning factory.
Alright, okay.
I mean, more pallets for us to not be able to auto stack anymore.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Console peasant.
I'm just really
As I
hoping.
said, he's got to do some real welfare change.
Now, we won't. My best advice here, David, is let's not keep them so a load pile up. Literally just.
No, sod it. And then we send Alan to do it because he's punished.
Well,
There is a forklift there, so we'll not be totally cruel.
No, I mean we've had what? We had about. It was something like 20 odd pallets there. At one point.
Oh no, we've had that big red trailer, is it the Tech Jaggery or something? The big 3-axle one.
The one that Alan's got for the bales, yeah.
I think that's got a capacity of like 60. We've definitely had cases where there was more than that would take.
Was it not 40? It was 44. Or was that 44 bales?
That's how many bales the Pantai takes fully loaded, I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure I had the tech.
I remember when we got the canning factory. I think that was the last one was on, so we got the canning factory, and usually we were constantly down there working non-stop.
Which is a good money spinner, because like I say, we knew from Sri Lanka on 22 that like the root vegetables, the canned goods sell for big money.
Factory. But there's a Lanka, the one on Sri Lanka that was really keeping us going was the fucking flour mill.
Yeah, but that was a modded flour mill.
I know, but Jesus.
There was also the soup factory. In between that, because when we discovered just how far root vegetables sort of went.
Those are in the storage.
Nice one.
Surprised you could get them in there with the fucking trees in the way.
Nah,
Well, I've got a tree sort of stuck.
Oh.
Oh no, I've made. Nearly got it off.
I don't know about Alan getting off trees.
But
There'll be sap everywhere.
Yep, I'm off it.
what did? I know you sent me it, David. What did you make of that naked gun? The naked gun trailer.
Some bits of it look very good.
Yeah.
Some bit, I mean, some of the jokes, like, for example, the take a seat and she drags it out of the room.
Yeah.
That's classic Zuckerberg. That's classic naked gun. Is that?
Hmm.
I'm optimistic. Like, I have a lot of confidence in Seth MacFarlane. I think Liam Neeson could be an inspired choice.
Hmm.
Because, like I said, you've got to think, like I said to you before, Leslie Nielsen wasn't a comedy actor.
No.
He said it himself. He wasn't. He let the writing be funny. He played it as a serious role.
Yeah, and it worked.
So if Neeson does the same and does it the same way, it's got every possibility of being. I'll go and see it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to see it.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? Do you want me to cut the grass?
Yeah, or you can plant long grain rice, I suppose. It depends whatever you prefer, mate.
Go cut some grass.
He's gonna go and touch grass.
First time in his life.
That's what you think.
Don't want to fucking know, mate. dear.
And so it begins.
It never friggin' stopped.
It never stopped.
But I'm back.
Trust me.
Back again.
You get it from two. You get it from I get it from an American and a fucking Canadian on a Tuesday. 2 Brits on a Wednesday. American, Canadian, and a Brit on a Thursday. Jesus.
Without work, it's finished.
Yeah, I know.
I don't even know that day I work.
We did.
I quitted.
Because it was me sat in the fucking tractor because I wanted to see how well they would do it.
Chris is now playing farm sim like them people who could like train AI to do their job at work and just friggin'.
No, not really. Do you want me to keep that tractor on to try and see if it'll pull that thing, or do you want me to swap it out with this?
I know that tractor will do it. If you want to swap over, that's entirely up to yourself.
Nah, just...
You know he wants a 9R, don't you, really?
Who does, Chris?
Quick, yeah.
Yeah, swap it over, because I know because the horsepower limit on that Amazon's 300. The Massey's 305, so the Massey will pull it.
It'll pull it, but it'll... Really, I am thinking about when we have to do 1 and 2 again, and any of the big fields, I'm thinking of maybe getting...
No, I'm not disagreeing with you on that one.
Possibly get rid of the Amazon. But I don't know, because isn't that on rent?
I've never really messed with them air car setups, you see, so that's a bit beyond my sort of knowledge.
I don't mind. I don't mind doing it.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm up for trying it.
For a penny for a pounding.
It's just like I say, I've never really played maps because they're to me more what you see in the big wilds of America.
Hence why it's
where
called,
one of their
hence
fields
why
is
it's
like
called the Plains and Prairies DLC.
Yeah, which is rarely the kind of style I play.
Those are on an American map.
We're not on a Japanese map.
No, I'm on about your one.
Yeah, but even that's not. It's
not big
not
enough.
an American like Midwest.
See, I was talking to Alan before we'd actually started. Have you actually
Don't do that.
Have you actually looked at some of the machines for the DLC? Like the tractors?
They're just the same ones rebranded, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, I mean, have you seen Big Roy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Always big.
I don't see that this is a thing. The more for modded maps, mod created maps, rather than in-game maps, because
No in-game maps are big enough.
you're not gonna, not gonna be big enough for the Scottish map or rumoured Scottish map. Shall we say?
We should be getting that before too long, shouldn't we?
End of the year, David. We've had the conversation. Back end of this year.
You had a lot of conversations with David, haven't you?
Yeah.
We're already in the second half of the year, mate.
Yeah, so it's gonna be back end of the year. But no, it'll be around possibly about in November, December, I reckon.
Right.
It's sort of Q4 at the end of the year.
Right.
But
Have you ever tried, by the way, with like Colossus, when you fold the header up to drive?
I see.
You can see fuck all.
Oh, no.
It literally
Never
folds
quite worked
right-
that out.
It literally folds right in front of the windscreen.
I never have worked that out with that.
I'm guessing in real life, people are, if you're driving, you're only driving it up onto like a tractor, up onto a truck, aren't you?
But you still
know
can't
people-
even do it that way.
I know people are cruising down the highway in this thing.
so
But
Thank
yeah,
you.
once I've unloaded Chris, I'll leave it at the shop. I just teleport to go into first person view.
Hmm.
It's like driving a car with the bonnet up.
Which isn't an advisable thing to do.
No, at least with the car bonnet, we usually get that little bit out the bottom you can see through.
Yeah.
You get nothing.
But yeah, it's like, literally, you just can't see a fucking thing. Look, it's cotton. There was a housing contract like this, so I can
Cotton.
use this Colossus farm. I'd have gone and done it just to offset the rental fees.
Cotton.
Damn it, they've cottoned onto us.
So is it both rice paddies?
One replanting, yes. I think it's next time Chris will need to do the silage. Looks like it's still one stage off grown yet. You do it last stage while fully grown. I think it's one stage off that. Looking at the map.
Just also out of curiosity, I know it killed a cat.
Meow.
Am I just baling this grass field and then wrapping it, or
Bailey and wrapping, that's probably your best option for now. I think we have hay bales in storage, don't we?
Pass. Think so.
Some help you are.
You did that. I was
do you
busy.
expect anything different?
I was busy doing field work. You were taking care of the baling side of things.
I said take care of him, not take care of him.
No, I said take care of him, not fucking take care of him.
Where's Lawrence? Fuck! That's a very niche reference that not a lot of people are going to get.
No.
Have you heard the rumours they're supposed to be doing a Spaceballs 2?
They are doing a Spaceballs
Not rumours,
2.
it's official.
It's official.
And they've even got Rick Moranis back into it.
Yep.
Yes. I want to see it.
Oh, I'll be going to see it. I can guarantee you that.
We just hope Mel Brooks makes a premiere.
He'll be 101 if he gets there.
But it's like, even Tim had been saying to us as soon as he heard about the announcement, he thought of us lot. Cause
I told you it was ironic because literally the day before that announcement, we were playing
Planet Crafter.
Planet Crafter, and I made us. Tim said somewhere, I did the old
Comb the Desert.
I said, "Comb the desert. We ain't found shit."
Makes that reference, and then
amazing line.
And then the next fucking day, it's announced Spaceball 2.
Yeah, the search for more money.
I am all kind of hoping it's that.
Actually,
because
if it was, no, actually, I prefer. If it was me, I'd call it Spaceballs 3: The Hunt for Spaceballs 2.
Yeah,
but they just elaborate on what happened to 2.
But then, because of the Mel Brooks says, let's hope we meet again in Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money.
Search for more money, yeah.
Now, if he does that, that's a throwback to the original movie as well.
Yeah.
Well, like I say, we've got the original Lone Star, we've got the original Dark Helmut.
Yeah, obviously.
Bath's going to be a bit more difficult.
Well, Bath. There's going to be a new voice for Dot, obviously.
Dot Matrix, yeah.
Yep. And there'll be, like I say, I think, if rumours are to be true, that the Bath character will be actual, what's his last name?
Bill Pullman, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll be actually his son that's taking on the role.
I really hope they call it Hurl or something like that.
Yeah.
Just like a play on Bath.
Obviously, it's Because I'm thinking, like I've said to you, David, is how are they going to do it? Is she going to suddenly become queen and him be king or something? Because obviously they don't have obviously Dick Van Patten's character in it anymore. With him dying in 95.
But as I said to you last time, when they wrote the original, they only had 3 Star Wars movies to spoof. They've now got about 70.
I know, but...
So there's plenty of source material to go at. And that's before they start roping in anything. Like you said, the original parodied at one point Alien and Planet of the Apes. And
well, they did, right towards the end of the movie.
so, they've got all that. They've got so much, Mel Brooks, he's got so much source material to go at now.
Yeah. But I just hope he's not lost... I'm hoping he's not lost his writing style.
This is where they announced we're getting like Men in Tights 2 as well, or something like that.
Jesus Christ.
Like,
You'd have to break... Is Carrie... Thingy still...
Carrie Yules?
Yeah, is he still
As
alive?
far as I'm aware.
You'd have to bring him back. Jeez.
Yeah. Carrie Yules actor. Yeah, he's 62 years old, but he's still going.
Oh, okay.
So I actually sat here a couple of weeks ago and actually watched Spaceballs again just because of something else.
Yeah. Oh, it's still a great film.
It holds up.
Yeah. Sir, we need you on the radar. What? I've lost the radar, sir. What? Lost the radar. Throws it out the window. Believe me, I've walked into the office at work and used this surrounded by assholes line more than once.
We've been jammed.
Raspberry. There's only one man who dares give me a raspberry.
Lone Star.
And then the camera goes into him and makes him fall over.
Yeah. Well, that was like, Men in Tights where the camera goes through the window, doesn't it, when she's having the bath?
Yeah.
You suddenly hear a smash, they turn around, there's a camera lens poking through the window.
It's like when they're watching themselves, This is it.
When does that happen? Now.
Everything you're seeing is happening now.
Oh, brilliant.
Go back to then.
I can, we passed it.
When will them be now? Soon. How soon? And then that's when they find out they're in the desert.
Yeah. He's got the giant, desert hat as a helmet.
Yeah.
It's very cleverly done for this area,
Oh, it was brilliantly done, is what it was. It was genius. That's what I said, because when you talk about that Naked Gun trailer, you can see some of the old-fashioned writing style in them still.
Yeah.
I mean,
we've seen no footage of Spaceballs 2 at this point.
No.
It was just that list funny. We've had 17 Harry Potters, this, that, and the other. This and Oppenheimer.
Yeah. And it cuts to
Mel.
And
Looking
then,
bloody well for 98, I must say.
Yeah, and then he... Does he say something, or is it just...
He says, doesn't he, we're working Spaceballs 2 or something like that. Due for 2027, I think it says, doesn't it?
Something like that.
Whereas Naked Gun's not that far away. It's 1st of August, I think.
Yeah.
Have I just been out of the loop and missed it? Have we got a date for the next Fast and Furious installation install yet?
We haven't got a date yet.
I was going to say, I'm sure, because we're supposed to get the second part 10 out this year.
I believe it could be next year.
It was supposed to be this year.
I think
it's looking more and more that way.
I think it's been slated back to next year. I think. Don't hold me on that, but that's what I believe.
It would make sense because you would think if it was going out this year, we'd have at least have some information by now.
Yeah.
Because they'll want to push and they want to plug that for all it's worth.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh.
It's definitely one film that I will watch again.
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see how psychotic or whatever. I want to see what they're going to do to Momoa's character.
I just want to see if they've actually killed John Cena. Spoilers there, by the way, for the first one.
No,
Because we know in the Fast and Furious franchise that means nothing. We watched Han die in 3 and he came back.
Well, yeah.
this is what I mean. I want to see what happened to Giselle.
Hmm.
Oh, by the way, anybody watch Jack Reacher?
No.
Series.
Yeah.
Yes. Seen them all.
Do you know who it is?
Who is? Give me a bit more information than that. There's a few
Reacher?
people in there. He's a male. I can't remember his name.
I think it's
I'm guessing
him.
he was in Fast and Furious somehow, by the way Chris is saying this.
I think it was. You know Ames?
Yeah.
I think it's him.
It's only like, was he the guy who played DK in 3 came back as a nurse in like freaking Casualty or something, didn't he, at one point? Give me 15 seconds, guys. I'll quickly nip downstairs and back. I'm back in very soon.
Okay. Sure, he was in Reacher.
It was Aaron Richardson who plays Reacher.
I'm sure Ames has been in it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because he's in Fast X.
Yeah,
And obviously Fast X Part 2.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's him, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was. But yeah, I'm just kind of curious of how they're going to play, what they're going to do to Momoa's character.
Apparently he's also going to be in Street Fighter.
Yeah, as Guile.
Don't know. But yeah. I do like Reacher actually, it's a good series. I said I've seen all 3 now.
I just. Did you manage to watch all of Clarkson's Farm?
No, not yet.
Ah, right, okay.
It's on my to-do list.
You watched any of it?
I saw the first 4 that come out.
Ah,
3, 4 that come out.
Yeah,
But that's it.
okay.
What have I been watching? Oh, Sherlock and Daughter.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, it's really good.
I'm back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I've been
don't.
watching all sorts at the moment.
Yeah,
Don't what?
we can't talk about Clarkson's Farm.
Bruno?
You can't talk about Clarkson's Farm, so I've not seen it all yet.
How many have you seen?
There's only some
First 4.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, yeah, what's sale?
I will get round to them at some point. It's just.
It's usually you that
Yeah.
fucking gives the spoilers anyways, Alan.
Yeah,
I've
Chris
just
got some
been-
good revenge on you here.
I know. It's just I needed something that I can watch that it's not going to take
Take you what?
too much concentration. If that makes sense.
I wouldn't say Clarkson's Farm really does.
Oh, I need to concentrate on see what's going. Yeah, for me, it's concentration. I need to concentrate on this and get into it properly. But I just couldn't.
Yeah, I know what Alan
I saw
means.
the first
Usually
4.
Stuff like that, no concentration, is usually stuff that you've seen a few times before.
Yeah.
I used stuff like the Naked Gun Field. Do you know what I mean? Shell started just sticking old Simpsons on Disney Plus for stuff like that.
Yeah.
I literally went back to series 1, episode 1, and we've just been sort of working our way through them.
Yeah, but how bad does it look back at the original
Oh.
series?
Yeah, but bear in mind, series 1 was 1989.
I know.
You know what I mean?
It's a complete difference in it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'd like to see some of those like storylines redone. 'Cause I think with modern graphics and everything, they could actually do a lot of them a lot better.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Problem is though, Have the Simpsons got anything else to predict?
Don't start that. Come on, how many things you don't
I'm
know
being,
what they're
no,
going
I'm
to
being
predict?
serious. Have the Simpsons actually got anything left to predict?
I could predict anything.
Saying that, we watched one a while ago, and it was like Elon Musk was in it before we went doolally twat.
He only's gone a bit more doolally since being on in with Trump.
Yeah, I was like,
But I know Musk had appeared in it, but
It's Trump.
yeah, that was Trump.
I know.
Trump appears in Home Alone too.
Well, it was his hotel it was actually filmed in.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why they got.
So it's him that employed Tim Curry and Rob Schneider as bellboys, eh?
That was the only reason they were allowed to use that hotel.
It was Trump's
Because
hotel,
it was
yeah.
Trump's hotel, and that's why he got the cameo, because as a
Yeah.
condition of being allowed to film. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop bailing.
I mean, we shouldn't be surprised Trump was in it. I mean, Piers Morgan was in it.
in what?
Home Alone 2.
Is that was he?
He played the old lady with the pigeons.
Oh God!
Seriously, go and look at pictures and tell me I'm wrong.
I know, I know what you mean now.
It's Piers Morgan, and you can tell me otherwise.